Hey, welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Daily Vibration. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. My name is Kamoy. Now, today is April 14th, 2021. Now, let me just say, okay, it doesn't matter when you click on this video. If the message resonates, you want to take it, what you need from it, and if it doesn't, you want to leave it, all right? So energy is fluid, which means that you could be going through the same energetic pattern on a different day, so the message is resonating with where you are currently. So that's the one thing you need to know about these daily vibrations. The second thing I want to do is thank you, not just for checking out the video, but for checking in to you, all right? So thank you for tapping in to you, all right? If you're tuning in via my podcast, Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, okay, I want to say welcome. So today is April 14th, 2021, and it is Wednesday. So major shout out to all the Aries out there. Today's my son's birthday. Major shout out to the Aries. So you guys know I'm outside in the back, so people are cutting their grass and there's just things going on, right? Nature is all around me. So apologies if you are hearing any extra noises in the background. I will try to keep my levels, my vocal levels as normalized as possible so you guys can get the message, right? Now, if you're tuning in via the podcast, I am going to put music behind of this, so some of that background will kind of filter out for you guys, okay? So with that being said, today is day number 17 on our level up journey, okay? Day number 17, which means that we currently have about 83 more days left on this journey. 83 more days, right? Now, what we're focusing on today is embracing the unexpected. Yesterday, we had to be fearless, right? We knew it was okay for us to change our mind and be fearless yesterday. So now today we're embracing the unexpected, right? And Monday we started out the week in expectations, right? So now today, Wednesday, a day of communication, we're going to embrace the unexpected, right? Which means that you, my love, you're going to have to be open to receive. That's the bottom line, right? If you're constantly being able to pour out and give externally, right, you need to be able to receive, whether that's emotionally, mentally, or physical. Be open to receive today and expect the unexpected, okay? So let's jump into the energy and then we'll get into the message, all right? So we got the sun in Aries, but we also still have the moon currently stationed in Taurus. Now, let me just circle back right here because Uranus is also currently stationed in Taurus. Uranus is all about that rebellion, that all about breaking things up and the newness and uniqueness of things, right? Uranus also brings an energy of your, what they would consider to be your soul contract. So I would say Uranus brings in the energy or the polarity of that energy that keeps you on track as to what experiences you're here to learn while you're here, okay? Right now is currently positioned in Taurus. So the focus that we're coming into as we're moving throughout this energy is when the sun goes into Taurus, right, with Uranus in Taurus, questions of stability, questions of position as far as your finances is concerned, questions around your job, anything that reigns or triggers stability in your life is going to come to the forefront in that energy. This is what you're going to have to deal with. And because Uranus is stationed in that energy, it's going to ask you to find new ways to do this, right? So that may not play out well for some people, just depending on energetically what archetype you operate a little too heavy in or a little too, weak in. You're going to have to find that balance within yourself, okay? So let me say this. We are shifting into that Taurian energy, right? And you're going to have to focus on stability. Okay, we were in energy, I want to say literally for the past week or so, where you've had to make some decisions, whether it's an aha moment, well, I think I need to do this differently, or whether it's a moment where you have to make a physical change, a mental change, an emotional change. There were some changes being asked of you within this energy, definitely within the past week, okay? And definitely I want to say once we hopped over into the new energy in Aries, it was bringing people to a place where you had to kind of step up and ask yourself, what do you want it to do? Like, who do you want to be? Who are you going to be portraying yourself as, not just to the world, but to yourself, right? Being true to you, right? First house energy, I am. This is your personality. This is not just who you are showing the world, but who you feel you are as an individual, right? So Hopping over into second house energy, now that you've gained some type of stability, not stability, but some type of an idea of who you are, the imprint that you want to make within this next calendar cycle, right? From Aries season all the way back to the next Pisces season in next year. Now that you have some idea of what you want to do within this 12 months, or who you want to portray yourself, you know, or the energy you're coming with within this 12 months, now we're going to talk about stability, foundation, second house, okay? Does this make you feel stable? Is this going to be a stable investment? Is it going to yield me the financial means that I need, or the financial abundance? Am I going to prosper emotionally? Am I going to prosper mentally? This is all going to be about stability, not just financial stability, but just stability in your life as we're moving throughout this energy, okay? We got number 4 also jumping off in the date, and it's a double 4, y'all, okay? So let me just say this right now. Number 4 operates in the center of the birth chart on the doing plane. So we're talking literally about the doing plane as in the energy, my loves, where you have to physically do things. You can't get past doing things on the doing plane. So the doing plane is a physical plane, okay? This is where you start to have to physically get up and put things, right, that you've had mentally and emotionally, and start to play those things out, okay? So the doing plane is going to be about embracing things, being self-motivated, verbally expressing yourself, you know, even operating in a certain body language, being patient with yourself, and learning through, you know, in the past I would say maybe learning through sacrifices, but we're not making sacrifices anymore. So learning through your life experiences will be more of the energy in that doing plane, right? So when you have something in the center of something, you know that's the core. So the number 4 represents organization and being practical, right? So those of you that are too much in your emotions, this here energy can help you, okay, to be a little bit more practical, right? Because you have the double 2s, the triple 2s, which is highly sensitive energy, especially if you're an empath. We're dealing with highly sensitive energy in the double 2s from the year 2021, right? You got the double 2s showing up in the date, and that's going to be throughout the year. So double 2s represents that highly sensitive energy, but we also have 2s being the gateway, the opening, right, to the intuitive plane. We're talking about the soul plane, the spiritual plane. This is where love, this is where positivity, this is where your artistic juices can begin to flow. This is where wisdom dwells, right? This is where your spiritual independence really start to come into play. Right? This is where you're tapping in and to be in tune with your own true essence on this plane. That is showing up throughout the year in the double 2s in the year 2021, right? So know that. And then with the triple 2, the double 2s, I'm sorry, brings in that sensitive, the highly sensitive energy. And when you place the 0 in between the double 2s, that's just reinforcing that number. 0 is choices and potential, but that's the raw force energy, right? Now, as we move throughout the date, then you also have within the date double 1s. Remember, double 1s is about you being mindful to stay away from negative energy. It's about being mindful of who you're inviting in your innermost, I want to say sacred space, who you share your thoughts with, who you share your emotions with, you know, who you share your physical space with may even be important for some of you too, within this double number 1's energy, right? Now, the thing you need to take note of as we're moving throughout today, there is more physical energy in the date today than there is mental as well as spiritual energy. You got the spiritual energy there throughout the year because we got the double 2s in the date and you got the 0, right? The year is still going to consist of you physically having to do something because of that number 1 placement, right? And as we transit throughout the, you know, the rest of the months, right? But locked within 2021, which also vibrates on the year of change, right? It is going to require you to do things differently. We're in brand new energy. You should be feeling that there is a newness. You may not be able to articulate it or to see it in its full manifestation yet, but it is here and it's here to support you. So day number 17, what are we doing? We're embracing the unexpected, okay? And I want to talk about labels tomorrow. Okay, we're gonna embrace the unexpected, and we're really gonna talk about labels. Okay, I got an actual lightning, like a lightning bug that was actually crawling on me, y'all. So we're gonna be embracing, okay, and talking about labels tomorrow, right? And I feel like it's important for us to talk about labels because we place a lot of emphasis in words and we place a lot of meanings on labels, you know, and which puts you into a particular limited belief system, or maybe even emotional spin, or maybe even a limited financial you know, thought process, you know. So we're going to talk about labels, right, and how we label things and how you can relabel things and rename things. Okay, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. So as you move about today and you're walking in the unexpected energy, right? You started off the week walking in expectance, right? So you're expecting things now to work out for your good, for your benefit, regardless of how they play out in the natural, regardless of if you get, you see, let me tell y'all something, okay? So most people think, you know, the spiritual thing consists of you having to be kind and compassionate and nice, and people think when you're kind, compassionate, and nice that they get to walk all over you, right? That's, you know, but a lot of people don't know how much more energy it takes when you're doing your spiritual work not to be emotional and just come off with the mouth and not check yourself or check your feelings and just go ahead and be destructive mentally, verbally, and emotionally because you are going through something within, right? The spiritual walk sometimes asks you, or I would say not sometimes, requires you, right, to do exactly that, to grow up. To grow up mentally, to grow up emotionally, to grow up spiritually, and to grow up on a physical level. When you begin to make a transformation from internally, there is no way that that internal transformation does not transit or transitions to the externally. Okay, there is going to be an external transition. Whenever you're trying to make any major change or you're working towards any major change, that change should be coming from internally. We started off Monday talking about walking in expectations of things working out for you, right? Now today, what I'm telling you is to embrace the unexpected. We talked about how are you walking throughout your day on Monday? What are you expecting to come at you, right? What are you expecting to come at you? How about you start off today embracing the unexpected, right? And as you set yourself up to think about the labels that play in your mind when these unexpected things come your way, how are you reacting when you unexpectedly get stuck in traffic and now you're running 10 minutes late? How are you embracing the unexpected when you got traffic jam over here, you have to make a left, you know, that puts you now 10 minutes out of your route. But within that, you got to see an old friend that's been on your spirit, you know, for a while, walking down the block, right? How beautiful, unexpected exchange is that? So begin to see, right, the unexpected that's showing up today as those serendipitous moments, those beautiful moments that may be what people may consider to be coincidence. But when you live in a world of mystery and magic and beauty and love and pain and, you know, and bullshit, right? Let me just say this, y'all get this, okay? We know when you start to go back to fertilizing shit, you know, what do they use for fertilizer? Ain't fertilizer old trash, old garbage, sometimes shit, right? So to get past your shit is how you're going to grow your garden, right? You're going to have to sometimes fertilize your garden with the shit you've been through, AKA rise above that shit, right? Instead of seeing things happening to you, see things happening for you. Let me repeat that again. As you move throughout this day, okay, and you are walking and embracing the unexpected, instead of expecting things to happen to you, expect things to happen for you. Once again, as you are moving throughout your day and you're embracing the unexpected, and you know, it is important for you to get this. Walk in the expectation of things happening not to you, but for you. Okay? So y'all know the deal. I'm super excited, okay, because it's Wednesday, which is a perfect day to kick off the live streaming. All right, so it is Mercury Day. All right, I will be on live today, okay, starting today, April 14th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, we're gonna jump on live and we're gonna talk about some of this stuff. VIP classes start on Saturday, okay. So first dibs is a $50 donation. After the first week, it goes up to a $75 donation, y'all, okay. So you want to jump in while it's early, okay. That would be full access to all of the lectures from April 17th all the way up until July 3rd, okay. So I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, okay. Embrace the unexpected. Don't be afraid of the dark. Out of darkness comes enlightenment. Do something kind for yourself. Bye, my loves.